guys. All right, so this is going to pick up where we left off last time, and we're going to be applying the park principles and all of our elements of design to our brochure. I'm going to walk through those things with you. However, please remember that the way I set up my example doesn't have to be the way you set up yours. Be creative. Really put your personality onto it. I'm just going to keep it simple because I don't want this video to take forever. So the first thing I'm going to think about is those two font choices that we chose during our planning time. And we're going to apply the more decorative one to all of our headings. And I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to talk about that for a second. Okay, so as you can see, I changed my heading, my cover title to rock salt and 60 size. Now, because it wraps and it should not do that, I'm going to have to make some changes, and I can either change the size of this, although I want it to be really large, or I could change my orientation if I wanted to. Let's just see if I can get that to work so that I'm trying to think about what way I'd want it to go. So maybe I want my brochure words, it might not look great, and so that's okay. I can go back and change it later. So maybe I want it to go this way instead. I really don't recommend this. I'm just showing you that that is an option. Okay, so if I wanted it to be there, and maybe if I do it up there, I want it to go that way. Okay. Because it's the front of my brochure, I can make it look pretty much any way the way I want. I'm going to take this same font and I'm going to apply it to the heading here and inside. Now, the front cover can be this huge version of it, but these need to be a consistent, remember consistency, size here and inside. So I'm going to go do that, pause the video, and come back. Okay, so you can see that I changed this heading to a size 20 and rock salt. So I'm going to want to try to be consistent with that inside as well. If I have to edit it inside to be something else because it won't fit, I'm going to have to come back and edit this one. I also changed this font to my secondary font, which is crimson something. And this needs to be no more than 12-point font size. Even though it looks teeny tiny on the screen, when it prints out, it's actually the correct size. So 12, even 11 or 10 is fine for a brochure. And remember, it is not double spaced. And we never, ever, ever, ever want to center a paragraph because it throws off our lines. I'll show you what I mean. So some of you love doing that, but it does not work for a paragraph. It has to be left aligned for a paragraph, or it can be full justification, but that throws off your spacing inside, so you don't want to do that either. So left aligned is just best. All right. So I would go apply the same font to all of my headings and this same font to all of my body text in here. And I'm going to go do something with that, and then I will show you. The other thing I want you to note is I did get rid of the numbers 1, 2, 3 across the top. Those can go away, and I bumped my heading all the way up to the edge, and I put it on 3 lines. That 3 lines is going to be really important. I'll talk to you about that in just a second. Okay, so you can see that I changed these, and I'm going to do like I just said in the last part. I'm going to make sure that they're bumped all the way up to the tippy top. The other thing you're going to notice is these are inconsistent. One is on 2 lines, one is on 1 line, and one is on 3 lines. And I want them all to be consistent. So the consensus across would be that they should probably be on 2 lines. Now, I don't have to make it match, like the one on the inside flap can stay at 3 lines. However, if I wanted to be truly consistent, I would make it on 2 lines. So I'm just going to go do that, just so you can see. And I actually don't like that. I think I like Adventure Awaits on its own line. There we go, because that goes together. All right, so that would be true consistency. Also, I want to be consistent in how they're lined up, and I want my paragraphs to be in a consistent, strong line. and they are not. So you can see that this one's bumped down, and this is where you will lose points. So we just really have to be very careful and make sure all that's lined up. Now, we're going to talk about adding images in the next video, and then I would want to bring attention to this information. Like I said, I'm setting mine up differently than you might. You might want to put your contact information right up underneath the name up there instead of down here at the bottom, whatever you want to do. But this does it for consistency of font and kind of the way it should be set up. And I'm going to stop here, and then I'm going to start another video talking about image and design.